So, um, today Ron DeSantis gave a speech, at some podium with some joint meeting with Japan. I live in the state of Florida, and first thing I want y'all to know is that y'all think, for anybody who think Donald Trump was bad, I mean, at this point, Ron DeSantis is Trump 2.0, probably 3.0. Like, this dude is just a disgrace to everybody. He won big in Florida because in Florida, a lot of Hispanic people, for some reason, believe in DeSantis for whatever the reason is. A lot of people think that keeping Florida open was the right decision. Keeping Florida open might have helped our economy. Yes, it might have helped people move to Florida, but what it did also is it killed a lot of people. We talking about being the epicenter for COVID, and he giving this speech about Dr. Fauci was wrong. Florida got it right. We kept our economy going. We kept these people in business. First and foremost, he talked like we didn't have no shutdown. Now, let's backtrack a little bit. We was actually shut down for a couple months. I'm a small business owner myself. I was shut down for a couple months. But for the safety of myself and others, I was okay with being shut down. And for anybody who's selfish enough to think that money come before lives or before people, they need to go sit down somewhere because, I lost a lot of good people, within the past couple of years. So I can speak on something like this. The fact that y'all think that running the economy and keeping in jobs going and keeping money going is more important in people's lives, then if you believe that, then go ahead and vote for Ron DeSantis. Go ahead and vote for Donald Trump too while you're at it. But it's retarded to think that way. Like we talking about 80,000 people in Florida dead, not COVID, not with COVID. We talking about dead. If it wasn't for the shutdowns, if it wasn't for New York, for California, for Texas, for all of these big states going in and saying, okay, this is a serious thing, we need to shut down, then you know how many more people would be dead? I mean, if 80,000 died in Florida, imagine how many more people would be dead. How many people came to Florida and visited Florida and went back home to whatever their home state was and took COVID home with them and gave it to more people. We don't even know the real number. I'm sure if you add that in, it's well over 100,000 people dead because of Florida. It's people right now who I know who are still on respirators a whole year later. It's people who are having long-term lasting COVID effects because of Florida, because of COVID, because of some of these decisions. And you got a person like Ron DeSantis out here talk about he a champion and taking all of these, victory laps like he just ran a marathon. But the reality is, are we putting economy over lives? Now, if you want to vote for over economy over a life, then that's you. But for me, life has no value. Money we can always make back. We could lose it all, but we America, and if America is going to be great, y'all have to believe that if we lose it all, we can get it back. But losing lives, we can't get them back. They gone. So for everybody who lost somebody from COVID, because of the stupid policies and because of the people that decided they didn't want to participate in wearing masks and social distance and do whatever. We can't do nothing about those kind of people. But the reality is, if you're one of those people, then you need to get your life checked out, because I'm being nice about it right now, but the reality is you need to go get checked out because you're obviously mentally ill if you think that money is more important than lives. Because to me, it just make no sense. And now he over here because he won Florida thinking, oh, I won so big, everybody should follow me. Everybody should have did what I did. Now you realize if everybody did what he did, it would be a whole bunch of dead people. Florida would have not done as well as it did economy-wise because everybody came to Florida because it was like, oh, they don't have any restrictions. But they came down here buying up stuff, these New Yorkers and these rich people. And that's who moved to Florida. That's the reason why he won. It wasn't because of people who care about people. It's people who was trying to get away from states that had policies in place to save lives. Now let's talk about how many people died that were Republican to Democrat. 50% more Republicans died than Democrats from COVID. So this is what y'all got to understand. Y'all vote for policies that would have had way more people dead if you vote Republican. If you think DeSantis is the champion and you think that this dude cares about anybody, then you got it totally mistaken. If y'all don't watch out, this dude could be our next president. And we talking about, y'all think Trump was bad? DeSantis is 10 times worse. That's why I'm going to leave it at for today. I got more. I can keep going on and on, but I'm gonna keep on giving y'all these updates because this dude is a complete idiot. So please, if you are in Florida or outside of Florida, do your research. This dude ain't where it's at.